has everybody gone? I'm not on that hype that everybody's on. Same old, lame old, plain old, blatant shame when you find out it ain't working. One for the bass box crew, Krispy Kreme, McD's drive-thru. I never lost the first to be first. I will not waste a second and come second. Some idiots prefer to be third. Better fix up before you come fourth. Fifth and sixth is a myth. Deep shit like this bass riff. This one is not for the radio. It's a private shubs. Man can wear hats or hoods. No Uggs. It's not a lean up thing. I don't have a boss, so nobody can tell me there's a clean up in R5. Cause I'll drive straight to your door, then I'll spin and power drive your face to the floor. You're a useless piece of shit like when an iPhone is dead. Man are going all out trying to take my spot. They should have stayed home instead. Go on and like Joseph said, I'll make noise on the road like a Cohen exec. You can join us man murking, but if you wanna take over, it ain't working. Here, that's easy to see. That's cause I'm just me being me. Literally don't have to do anything to maintain my heat on the street. I make tunes and I'm lucky for the peas. If I quit, that's unhealthy for the scene. Merchandise is back, snapback, black quality, see what I mean? Inside silk like the feel of my sheets, with serious oblique on the peak. Exercise my plan B's in the C's. Course, music G's gotta eat. Treat producers like prostitutes, give them P for a beat. Some of these man can speak for a week, but their bars are basically selling dreams. Their life is so shit, so they invent any reason to beef. These 25p cheap MCs acting like wealthy celebrities. If you buy into any of these man's lifestyles, keep your receipts. Flexing like an evil beast, but really underneath he's a chief. I came from the school of Lee for the B. I came from the school of D-double-E. If you don't like G-R-I-M-E, then you got no taste like vegan cheese. You can be murking, but taking over ain't working, oh please.
Brand new faces, got a look in them blue faces. I can show you 22 ways. She said you was get pressure, do lead. I came through sliding the cool thing. I get too fly, Bruce Wayne. I get her wet, I'm too sane. When I'm not with her, I'm getting too paid. I pop at his top like a toupee. I'm all in her mouth just like toothpaste. Why? You with them girl, they too lame. Why? I'm right here, cause she too neat. They want her back, but they too late. She make me smile, Kool-Aid. She make me feel brand new way. I don't really trust brand new faces. But I look in them blue faces. I can show you 22 ways. She said you was Gemini anal, so you probably got two faces.
Okay, round 2. Hello, everyone. Okay. Hello. Is this working? Alright, cool. Just do okay, yeah. So that's the reason why I'm saying round 2 weren't watching earlier, and I'm just tuning in now. So I tried to stream in like a couple minutes ago before. I didn't have a topic planned, so I was just kind of start rambling, doing kind of like nothing, just kind of getting like very quiet. But I streamed again for like 30 seconds, because again I couldn't think of nothing. So I was just there going like, okay, round 2. But I just admitted, yeah, I got nothing. So I stopped streaming. Yeah, now it's doing that. Okay. Alright, okay. So I sat down for a little bit. I actually have something planned now. I was making a Topster collage thing, right? Whatever you want to call it. I was making one of those yesterday. Because, like, just for my own personal sake. I got to... And I was like, you know what? Why don't I show off my top 50? Because I thought, yo, it gives me an excuse to actually talk about the music then. And also, it paints a better picture as to what I'm into and the sounds that I'm drawn into. You know, it paints a good picture there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to download this as an image real quick. And then I'm going to put top 50 albums as of September 2025. I am right with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. It's a 10x5 showcasing some albums I'm into, and I'm gonna talk about them because I personally think, yo, that'd be sick to do. So, add image, I think it is. Browse image file. Now I gotta actually find it. Alright, there it is. Okay. So this is the top 50. I'm gonna go through all of these in order from 50 to 1, and I'm gonna explain what I like about them and how much of an impact they had on me. This is because that's what this whole thing's based off of. Impact that the album has had on my sound as of now. So we're gonna start off with Kids See Ghosts. So I think in the background for this, actually, nah, I don't think I can go on for something like that. Okay. So first off, we have Kids See Ghosts. Fire album came out 2018. It's a collab between Kanye West and Kid Cudi. For those that don't know, Fantano had once given this, I don't know if he still stands by that, but he once gave this album a 10 out of 10. Which is like really hard to come by. And it's sick. It's got these like combination of sounds and worlds, which like it's like there's lots of like rock influences throughout the album, which you can very clearly hear on like tracks like Fire, Ghost Town Part 2, aka Free, and also Feel the Love to a degree. Like, the influences that they pulled out for this is so sick. And the production choices that he made. This is the type of pocket which we're most likely never gonna see Kanye in again. We're not gonna see Kanye in like half the pockets that he's in now, that he was in back then. Nowadays, because like of what he's become. Yeah, not crazy, not a good sight, but it's okay. We have all of this to look back at, and it's so fire. I love it so much, bro. Like some of the like sound choices that he made on it is so sick. Then at 49 we have Balloonerism by Mac Miller. Now this is the this is the most recent release in terms of posthumous ones. However, this was made during the Faces time period. Okay. This was made during the Faces time period. And it had some of his like most brave like sound choices to date. Like some of the production choices that he went with on this, it's just so mad to hear. Like if you go back, you listen to like songs like DJ's Chord Organ, Mannequins, like you have, it's like there's just this psychedelic, depressing world. Yeah, it's so full of color at the same time. It's so like cool, and like Rick's piano. Actually, no, I mean, that's my favorite tracks for all these as we go along. So for Kitsy Ghost, favorite track, Feel the Love, Balloonerism, Rick's piano, because of just, it's such a like depressing song, man. It's the fact he says the best is yet to come, yet he died at 26. That is so like, man, yeah. So sad, man. Rest in peace to bro. This album's sick. Love it. Down. Next up at 48, Kid A by Radiohead. I have a clear picture of when I first, well, not when I first heard this, but the listen that made everything click. So this was December of 2023, either that or early 2024. We were on holiday with the family. We were out. I don't know where we went to. For that day at least. And I was just like, you know what? Let me turn on the album. Let me engage with it properly. Because it didn't click with me on the first listen. And it also didn't click with me on the second. No, it clicked with me, but not as much. It took that last listen for everything to like properly align. And I was like... And I remember thinking to myself, what was I on? Because it was such a fire album. Definitely one of their best. Like some of the sound choices they went for. So sick. And then like, so we have songs like Optimistic, title track, obviously How to Disappear Completely, National Anthem. Yeah, some of the sound choices they went for. Wow, it's like this very like electronic type of thing, also combined with rock. It's like this sick blend. Favorite track's Optimistic. I don't really agree with the Tom York's perception on the whole, on everything that's going on. Like, fuck him for that. But yo, fire album. Next up, Saturation 2, the second one out of the trilogy. It kind of doubled down on the sounds that the first one was going for. And I'll talk about the first one in extent later as we get onto it. But like, yo, that Kevin's verse on Junkie, like, are we being serious right now? That is such a sick verse, bro. Like, that probably one of my favorite verses ever. I'm willing to go that far. I am willing to go that far and say that's probably like top like 20 like verses of all time, and I'm willing to say that. I am low key willing to say that. Favorite track on this, either Junkie or Summer, one of those two. Summer resonated with me heavy this time last year, but Junkie's just genuine all on fire. Don't know. I'm gonna say Junkie. Now we got I Was the Loner of Paradise Valley by Violet Pony. This one's fire. Like I remember I was looking at it, I was like, okay, I don't know what I was going to expect, because I've never watched an episode of My Little Pony in my life. Well, at that point, I never watched a episode. Hold on, let me quickly check the chat. Has anyone said anything? No, okay. One view. Thank you, viewer. Yeah, no, Violet Pony. I didn't know what I was going in to, because like at that point I probably watched the occasional few when it was on telly back in the day, but I never like had it truly engaged with it as a listen, as a watch. So I never really properly engaged with the show, but I knew there was a huge fan base following online. So seeing this, I was like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to expect. This album's fire. Like, some of the sound choices she went for, and that was so sick. Let me quickly check the track list a minute, just like I can really point out favorite track at a minute, because it's not coming to me. Hold on, where is it? Alright, here it is. Okay. Either In the Absence of Comfort or Cross Ever Leaving You. One of those two are one of my favourites in the album. I'm gonna go with In the Absence of Comfort. Yeah, okay. Next up on the bill, Discovery by Daft Punk. I mean, what is there to say about the album that hasn't been said already? That's the thing. Like, it's so like cool. The production choices that they went for are insane. Digital Love, the synth solo on that. Yes, that's a synth, by the way. I always thought that was a guitar. No, that was a synth. But that was sick. That's kind of like ingrained into how I approach doing solos, like having little moments like that. Like in the end, was doing the like that. I always try to do something like that in every song which I feel like needs a synth solo. And that's kind of like the basis of it. Because that just hits all the right spots for my ears, and that is just so fire. Various Quo is also sick, like very minimalistic in its sound. I like the chords on that a bunch. Like, such a sick song. My personal favorite on it would probably be Digital Love. Just because it just hits all the right spots, bro. It just really does. But now, next up on the bill, The Motherfucking Life of Pierre 4. Okay. Yeah, this is sick. Life of Pierre 4, sick. I love it. Love it down. Okay. So, I see people complain. I see people online talking about how I'm not a huge fan of like Pierre's like vocal tones. That's not the best part about it. Like the production, yeah, that's cool. Everyone knows he can produce well, but like his tone of voice is like my favorite part about Pierre Bourne. Like he has this song called Horoscopes on, which is like near the end, and it's so cool. Like that has the perfect like example of his vocal tones, his tone of voice even, and I love that. I love that to bits. It is so sick, and Romeo Must Die as well. That's fire. It's just a fire album all around. Like, just I love his voice so much. It's sick. Yeah, favorite song on that, Horoscopes, easy. Next up on the bill, Astro World. Again, it's one of those things. It's like Discovery, where it's like, what can I say that hasn't been said already? Okay, hold on, lost my train of thought. Yeah, no, it's sick. Like, some of the production choices that was made on this album, but he got everyone on this album, man. Stevie Wonder was doing the harmonica on Stop Trying to Be God. Like, he really did get everyone on that album. And like, and they all like work so well with each other. Like the chemistry that everyone has with Travis, like feature wise on that album, is so like sick to me. Like, Can't Say, for example, like Travis and Don Toliver's chemistry on that was sick. Same with the Juice WRLD complements No Bystanders so well. And then Carousel with Frank. It's just so cool, bro. Favorite song, probably No Bystanders, because it's No Bystanders. Like it's just so sick, that song. It's the production on it. Just love it down. Next up, Scaring the Hose, JPEG Mafia and Danny Brown. Sick collab album. I was talking about the chemistry with Travis and everyone else on that album. The chemistry Peggy and Danny have on this album alone is crazy. Like they complement each other so well. Like in my eyes, like they complement each other so well. Like especially a song like Perfect, like obviously Lean Beef Patty, Garbage Pail Kids. They complement each other so well. And the production, don't even get me started on the production like that. Well, that is some of Peggy's best beats. That Garbage Pail Kids one is so sick. The drums on that, and the fact he sampled some random like advert on like Japanese television, like what the fuck? Definitely my favorite track, that Garbage Pail Kids. Yeah. Alright, next up, it's the Vroom Vroom EP by Charlie XCX. This one's fucking sick. Obviously, the title track, like, I'm gonna be saying this a bunch. It's probably gonna be the most like quote in the whole thing, but like, it's one of those things where like, what can I like the production on it, absolute. The production on the whole album, front to back, immaculate. Like, Sophie was really onto something with that, with the in terms of the production. Like, oh my god. And then like that tone of voice during the whole XCX World Vroom Vroom era, that is like so cool to me. Like that tone of voice, I love it down, and I feel like the best example of that is demonstrated with the second track, Paradise, with Hannah Diamond. That's like top 10 Charlie song of all time, and I'm willing to go that far. Paradise, top 10 Charlie song. So like, it is definitely my favorite for the album. That ending bit of the song, where it's like the running away and surfing on star. That is so fire to me. I love that bit. Down, it reminds me so much of like what I would. It feels like a home. It has this like warm environment around it, which is kind of reminiscent to the stuff that I would watch on like YouTube at like 7 or 8. It just has like a very warm, welcoming environment to it. I don't know how to properly articulate that, but it's so cool. So yeah, Paradise, definitely the favourite track on that. I'm quickly just have a drink. Alright. If you're reading this, it's too late. By everyone's favourite man of the hour, Aubrey Graham. Oh, the fuck? Where's my phone? Okay. Yeah, if you're reading this, it's too late by Aubrey Graham, aka Drake. Everyone's favourite man of the hour. I know that with this inclusion, I'm probably going to get a bunch of people coming after me saying, oh my god, yeah, you stay on that side, bastard. Like, bro, come on now. Like, I'm allowed to like both the artists, thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm allowed to like both of them. I'm sorry, but that's just how I view it. But this album, anyway, this album's fire. This definitely shows Drake at his best. It's either that or More Life for me, in terms of like Drake at his best. Either of those two, which shows him at his best. However, I'm leaning more towards if you're reading this because like it just showcases like he was, you could tell he was hungry on that album. Favorite song on that is Preach with Party Next Door. That brings like that ending bit. Oh, pardon me. That ending bit where they bring in this like dance remix of Body Party by Ciara, which is a thing they just found off of SoundCloud. I don't even. I think I have it liked on SoundCloud. But they bring that in after everyone's had their moment. They just bring that in to transition into the next song, which is I think was Wednesday Interlude. Don't quote me on that. I think that was what it's called. But yeah, sick. Definitely my favourite track on that, Preach. No, alright, now I finally got to talk about this album more. I talked about it in the last live stream I did, I think. I did. I talked about it in the last live stream, but I didn't get to I didn't go deep into it like I am going to now. Motherfucking Let God Sort 'Em Out by Clips. This album's so sick. It's so wild to me how Pusha and Manless can actually make music like that at the age because usually people who are like big around that time they tend to like fall off at that point, right? Like you look at Snoop Dogg for example. You look at him, like he did 2 NFT albums. You know what I mean? Like, but somehow they still got it. They still have the same like what's the word I'm looking for here? The same hunger to try to appeal to the next generation. I like that. And everyone was on top form in this. Whether it be the features, whether it be Pharrell's production, the lyricism from everyone as well. Like, everything was just on top form. My favorite song on this. Ooh, okay. Either. Oh, it's like a three-way tie. So Be It, Mike Tyson Blow to the Face, or So Far Ahead. One of those three is like my at the moment I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. No. So be it. No. Mike Tyson blow to the face. Again, that just had that. Pusha and Melis just go back to back on that. It's just so sick that the chemistry on that and like the energy that they bring is so cool. Oh, yeah. And the Pros Don't Sing. That is a brilliant song. Very, very depressing, but a brilliant song. Next up, we have I Didn't Mean to Haunt You by Quadeca. This man's a genius, I'm sorry. Quadeca. Like, this man is absolutely insane. Like, I don't know how he does it. Like, he creates these, like, concepts and worlds all within his music. I just love that so much. Like, this whole album is about a ghost. Like he topped himself, and now he's roaming around as a ghost, like in some sort of a limbo state before actually going to like purgatory. And like, he got to work with one of the guys off of Swans for the last track, and the fucking Sunday Surface Choir, and Vandani on one of the songs. It is so cool. And he's able to like capture that whole concept within the sound. Like, it actually sounds like a ghost, like literally wandering around. That is so cool to me. Like, it legit sounds like very haunting at times. Very like, it's so like cool. I love it. Down. Favorite song on this? Ooh. It might be another tie, you know. It's between Not, Tell Me a Joke, and what the fuck was the one with the Sunday Surface Choir called? I low-key forgot his name. Hold on. Fractions of Infinity, that's it. Okay. It's one of those three. I'm gonna say Not. Yeah, okay. Yeah, Not's my favorite. Good Kid, Mad City. Kendrick's second album. Well, second, like, one labeled as it. This is sick. Like, he's the whole album's just telling about his life growing up in Compton, how his life played out at that time. And the whole thing plays out literally like a movie. It literally plays out like a movie. It feels like at times. Like, I think it literally says that in the thing, didn't it? Hold on. Let me check. I swear it's literally what it said in the thing. Yeah, a short film. Like, he was really onto something with this. And, like, yo, it's so, like, cool how he was able to pull that off. Again, production sick. Yeah, the raps on it are fire. And it's just so cool. Favorite songs on it would either be Backseat Freestyle, Mad City, or The Art of Peer Pressure. I'm gonna go with The Art of Peer Pressure for now. That one's telling about like how you probably call it. How he's getting his first offense, how you. I feel like Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. I lost my train of thought. Yeah, love it down. Next up, Thriller, Michael Jackson. I don't even need to say anything for it. But I'm going to. I'm gonna, well, try to with my very poor explanation of shit. Thriller is fire. Everyone knows that. Like, fucking, oh god, oh, this is embarrassing. What was his name? What was his name? I know it was Quincy. It wasn't. Was it the first or last name? Yeah, Quincy Jones. Yeah, it was last name. Okay. Yeah, no, he was on to something. Production. He was on to something with that production. He knew what he was getting himself into, and he went crazy with it. I'm sorry. Like, he knew the pocket he was going for, and he did it all so well. Like, the groove on some of those songs are insane. Like on "Baby Be Mine," that like drum fill before everything else, like before the everything else kick comes in. Like, oh my god, beautiful, bro. It's definitely my favorite song that on here. Either "Baby Be Mine" or "Human Nature." It's definitely one of those two. I'm starting to feel tired. Okay. I'm gonna power through. Next up, Whole Lot of Red, Playboi Carti. Very impactful on like this generation of artists coming up now. Easy, cause like everyone's been trying to do what Carti did with this. Like, I'm saying it now, everyone. Fucking everyone. Oh god, I'm yawning now. Jesus Christ. Like, you hear it in some of these artists coming up. That's how you know you got a good album in your hands. Like, when everyone's trying to like chase after what you've done and try to emulate themselves, that's how you know you're becoming a pioneer in your own lane. That's how you know you're doing something right. And like, some of these songs are just so like sick. Like, definitely the basis of what was to come of everyone else and their sound later on. Like that. Some of these songs are definitely the basis of that. Like Teen X, Stop Breathing, New Tank, Jump Out the House. Like, all of these songs, like, they are all just, oh my god, can I stop yawning? Yo. Okay. Am I gonna stop yawning now? No, that's my train of thought. Yeah, no, okay. Like, those songs have just become the staple of what underground music's like now. That they're all kind of they're all basing it off of this, and they're all like going their own paths with it, which I find so sick. Like, look at Lucy Bedrock, for example. That I'll talk about that album probably in another stream, or like when I don't know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna talk about it in another stream because that album is fire. Yeah, favorite track on this. It's gotta be Stop Breathing. Next up, Scrapyard by Quadeca. Again, he just keeps on doing it. It's that the gift that keeps on giving. This was fire because at the end of, by the time the album came out, he dropped a music video for one of the songs. Way Too Many Friends it was, yeah. And then he announced Vanisher, which I will be talking about later on. You see it in the top section, so you know it's coming up. But yeah, Scrapyard was my favorite for a bit of time, cause like some of those sound choices he went for was so insane to me. Quickly check the chat again, see if I'm scouting anything. Alright, no, I'm not. Okay. But yeah, no. Genuinely, Scrapyard, fire. Fire. Like, some of the sound choices he went for was insane. You Don't Know Me Like That is such a beautiful song. I'm sorry, I'm saying it now. You Don't Know Me Like That is such a beautiful song. That pocket of Quebec, I love. I would love to see more of. I'm sorry, that is so beautiful because there's that ending bit where it's like, I need to go, I need to run, I need to hide. Took it off, and doesn't mean why. That is just so beautiful to me, bro. I don't know how the guy did it. I'm gonna be saying it again as Vanisher comes along. I don't know how he did it. It's just so insane to me. Next up, Endless by Frank Ocean. This one, no, this one's cool, right? I mean, everyone knows the whole, oh, this got him out of his record deal. But like, yo, some of these production choices are so like it's like so sick. It's kind of been the basis of how I do produce some electronic songs nowadays. Especially with songs like Sideways, Rush's 2. Was it Rush? Yeah, Rush's 2. That always kind of became the basis of how I produce electronic songs. I mean, it's also so ambient as well. Like some of the soundscapes he had in there, like with At Your Best, like with Higgs, like with the actual Rushes, like with Wither, like with In Here Somewhere, Hublot, whatever the song was called. Like in Painted Stuff, it has such a very ambient, industrial type of sound to it, which is so sick to me. Like it. And also some of his best vocal performances. Especially with Higgs. Higgs is such a beautiful song, bro. I'm sorry. It just is. Definitely my favourite on there. It's just such a beautiful song. And his pen game on that was great. The live version of that, which he performed, I think in Panorama, New York. I forgot where it was, but yo, that live version was so sick. Honest to God, love it down. Yeezus by Kanye West. This man was insane for this album. Like some of the, like I'm gonna say now that 2000 in terms of solo albums, that 2008 to 2013 run for Kanye West, absolutely, like, unstoppable. Like, that is ridiculous. Everyone says, oh yeah, College Trilogy, sure, but no, that is his best run. I'm saying it now. 2008 to 2013 in terms of solo albums, that is Kanye's best run of albums. Because it has his most forward-thinking music, like creating some of the most innovative stuff, which it inspired a lot of people down the line. Like that's why I love this era so much. But like Yeezus got people to be more experimental with their sounds, and give me a minute. I'm gonna wash my face a minute because I'm about to fall asleep. Yo, okay, my mic unplugged. I'm gonna go quickly wash my face because I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. Bear with me for a second. Okay. Back to where I was. Where is I even? Oh, pardon me. Any more? Okay, no. Wait. I know what's coming. Okay, no. Alright. Yeah, Yeezus, Fire. Favorite song on that. New Slaves. Production on it is crazy. The verses are sick. I love them down. If I had to pick other favorites on there, Blood on the Leaves, Send It Up, Hold My Liquor, On Site. Yeah, great album. Then Back to Black by none other than Amy Winehouse. Rest in peace again. She was on to something with this album, man. I remember it was August of 2024. I was just listening to that album a bunch. Like, some of the production choices she went for was insane on that. I love it now. I think I have that on vinyl. I collect CDs more now, but that's like one of the few albums I actually have on vinyl. It's that, Yay, some rap songs, Parachutes by Coldplay, and God, no, Justice, Scaring the Hose, the Cross album even, sorry. Thank God, I actually do think, I do have, To Pimp a Butterfly, then I think I have I don't even know why I picked it up. I think I do have Subtract by Ed Sheeran. Wouldn't collect it now. I wouldn't get it now. I mean, to be fair, he does have some fire albums. I'll admit that now. Plus, great album. But yeah, no, I don't know if I'd pick Subtract. Like, nowadays. I don't know. But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Back to Black's fire. Love is a Losing Game is, like, probably in my top 100 songs of all time. And I'm willing to go that far. Again, beautiful. Next up on the bill, we have Flower Boy by Tyler, the Creator. I was talking about how Vroom Vroom felt really warm in its sound. Like, how Paradise sounded even. That's kind of just... It's kind of that. But for the whole album, it's very warm, welcoming. Like, it feels like a... I don't... It just feels like a nice day out. That's what Flower Boy feels like front to back. It just feels like a nice day out in a field, like during a sunset. That's like the environment I picture the entirety of Flower Boy in, just a sunset during like July on a hill with a good view. That's like the type of environment Tyler paints with the music, and I like that heavy. And it's kind of like, it's one of those albums which also sounds so much like its cover. Like, that's the sick thing with it. And I love the overall aesthetic that he had going on, like in terms of graphic design for that album. Like, just the simple plain text, the random still images. Like, I've tried to emulate that with what I'm with that I've tried to emulate that. I'm gonna say it now. I'm that style. I've always tried to replicate. One day I'm gonna properly get there with it. Actually, that's kind of the basis for the single cover for April 25th/XY, taking random images, text, boom. Yeah, sick. Favorite song on that, either Garden Shed, Glitter, or Garden Shed, Glitter. Oh, it's actually. Hold on. Let me just think. I get. Actually, no. I'll stick with two. Garden Shed and Glitter. One of those two. Next up, The Forever Story by JID, Jid. One of the two. Yeah, but this album's fire. Like, his raps on it are absolutely insane. Like, 2007 is such a sick song. Just literally explaining his come up. And then having that little monologue from Cole at the end. So sick. His raps on the tone of voice he went for on Dance Now. Like, what are we talking about? Oh, damn, that ain't selling your man. Like, that voice is insane. I love that bit so much on Dance Now. Definitely my favorite song on the album. It's either Dance Now, Radar, Can't Punk Me with Earth Gang. That chorus on that is fucking insane. Like, put the punk here, punk me bit. Like, I love that. And yeah, obviously 2007. It's one of those four. Then it's Meteora by Linkin Park. This was one of the albums that kind of like made me appreciate like rock a lot more. Yeah, I like John. Don't get me wrong, but like new metal even. This album made me appreciate it so much more. Like, oh fuck, yeah, this is sick. Like some of those riffs are insane, and some of the production choices insane. What's the name? Oh fuck! What's the name of that one song? Oh, it's not coming to me. 1 minute you're on top, then it's all gone. Hold on. I'm gonna look up the track list in a minute. Hold on. Just so I can know what that song was called. Was it Hit the Floor? I think it was Hit the Floor. Yo, I think it actually was. So wait, hold on. I check the. Okay, yeah, it was Hit the Floor. Yeah, Hit the Floor, fire. Those riffs on it were crazy. Faint, fucking sick. That drum break is so cool. And then Mike Shinoda's rapping on it. Fire, 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 fire. Oh, no. Don't Stay. No. Somewhere I Belong. One of the best new metal songs of all time. Of all time. Somewhere I Belong. So, I love that song. Down. Rest in peace to Chester Bennington. That's my favorite song in it. Fucking thingy. Somewhere I Belong. Love it. Down. Next up, Rodeo, Travis Scott. This is his peak. I'm sorry. This is obviously regarded as his peak. Like, come on now. What are we talking about? Obviously, the production choices. Fucking insane. And like, he was really in a whole nother pocket for this. Like, with songs like Piss in Your Grave, Nightcrawler, obviously 90210, Oh My This Side. What song was it that caught my attention recently? Pray for Love. It's either I Can Tell or Impossible, one of those two, which like caught my eye out more recently, and it's so sick that he created this environment which is just so like like I don't even know how to say it, but he just created this world which is so cool, and like, and his tone of voice again, it's just insane. That's one of the things that drew me into Travis Scott back in the day, his tone of voice, and it's definitely shown a bunch on here. Like, wow, bro. Like, look at like, Pitching the Grave is insane. That verse that Travis does, like, we can behave. Like he's just doing that. Like before, this the moment I was waiting for. Like that part, that pocket is insane. I tried to emulate that with 7 months. That is like definitely top 3. Pissing the Grave. Actually, no, I think I remember that's probably my favorite. Yeah, I'm willing to go with that. House of Balloons was like one of the first albums I've ever heard. That in like March, April 2023. Yeah, no, it was definitely one of the first because it was that Queen's whole discography. Plus Igor. I don't remember the exact order, but House of Balloons was definitely one of the first. And yo, that album was so like sick. Like, and at that time I was just so bewildered because yo, that sounds nothing like The Weeknd. That sounds like nothing. That doesn't sound like The Weeknd I'm used to. Like, even with the Hills, it sounds nothing like The Weeknd I was used to. And at that time, of course, everything that was on the radio was my main exposure. The remix of Royals by Lorde. Yes, some people might not actually. I don't know how many people actually know of that remix's existence. But like, that does exist. There was a remix on UK radio at the time of Royals by Lorde, which had The Weeknd doing little harmonies. That was my first exposure to the guy. And that was my main exposure. And I didn't know that was a Weeknd for so long. Like, I didn't know, and I didn't even know he'd go into pockets like that at all on this album. I just wasn't expecting it. Like, I was so used to the I'm blinded by the lights. Without your touch. Like, I'm so used to that. So, me hearing him at that time say shit like, I don't give a damn, so watch me knock your boots off. And, oh, girl, I'm gonna get you wetter than a wet nap. Like, and how she has sex in a handbag. Like, bro, this is a whole new side for me, which I never heard the guy in that time. So I was just so bewildered by it. And again, the sound choices he made at that time was so unreal. I don't know how he pulled that off. Favorite track on this? Definitely House of Balloons, Glass Table Girls. I think the one after that, where's it? Oh, the money is the motive. Coming Down with the Fate Stay Night sample, which that has become the basis as to why I sample random shit in my songs, like with the Pulp Fiction sample on Cycle. 808s and Heartbreak, very influential album to my sound. Wow. Like, mainly with the tone of voice thing again. Welcome to Heartbreak, absolutely fire song. Some of the vocal riffs he was doing on that was insane. When I was 5th. This is August again. Love Lockdown was like the best song ever to me at that time. Like, I didn't even think Kanye could do that. Cause that was just so sick for me to hear. Just some of the sounds he was doing on that, like, and that vocal run he does in the chorus about the da da da. I love that a bunch. There's certain little like inflections in the voice which I just in the vocal some voices which I just love a bunch. Which I think is why I like auto-tune as much as I do. I've got no idea. I don't know how my love for auto-tune properly stemmed. And I started deeping that more by the time I re-listened to Pop 2 a bunch in the October of 2024. Oh, great segue, I know. Pop 2 is fucking sick. I'm so it's so sick. Like her tone of voice in this is insane. The production on it is so cool. Like, I think wasn't it made in like a month or something ridiculous like that? Like 2 months. Well, no, one of the songs I know was made a bit beforehand. Like fucking I Got It. I know I Got It was made a bit in that some 24-hour album her and AG were doing. So I think it was that and I Don't Want to Know for self-titled. I think was there another one? I don't know. But yeah, no, I think I Got It was the earliest song made. And then like her main goal with this one was like let the features shine, and that worked out so well. Like we got Carly on backseat, their chemistry's perfect. We got obviously that whole cipher with I Got It, like everyone just going dumb on their Cupcakes verse being fucking ridiculous. Got a couple of bitches up on my attention the acting professors, but I'm not offended. Like, bro, so sick. Favorite song on Pop 2, Fembot, because when I first re-listened to Pop 2 in October 2024, that song stuck out to me, like, because of the chorus of I'll be your Fembot. I was standing there just like, what the fuck? That is beautiful. Are you kidding me? And then I think I stopped the listen before listen. I ran it back. I ran the song back. I'll probably play it after the stream. No, I'll probably play it after I'm done talking. Maybe, I don't know. Actually, no. Yeah, favorite track on that, Fembot. Runner-ups would be Tears, Backseat, Lucky, and Delicious. Obviously, track 10. Need I say more? The Money Store is sick. This one the Money Store took me so long to actually get into. God, that took me so many listens to actually get engaged with. No joke. Like, genuinely, first time, August 2023, first time I heard The Money Store, was not a fan one bit. Heard it again in October, November. It grew on me by a bit. Not a lot, but a bit. Then by November, mid to late November, it started growing on me more because I was doing a little discography dive of the guys, just to like get a full picture painted. December, everything clicked. All the buttons, all of it hit the right spot, and now the album's like become very influential into how I approach like experimental music, experimental hip hop. like the pocket they went into was so sick. I don't even know how they pulled off some of it. The Fever is such a sick song. Definitely my favorite on the album. Like the production choices, Zach Hill as a drummer is one of the most mental things ever. That was the image I saw of him when he was in that math rock band he was part of, Hella. There was this image, I think it was around that time. His hands were covered in blood from playing with drums. Do you know how mental you have to be? Like, to play the drums like that? And for your hands to bleed? What are we talking about? Is my voice still picking up on the stream? Okay. Yeah, no, that is just insane to me. Love Them Down. Oil of Every Pearl's Uninside. Very influential album. To me and a bunch of people. Like, Sophie was really onto something with this album. I'm like some of the like Pony Boy and Face Shopping, she was really onto something with those. And I'm when I say like she was really onto something. Like, what are we talking about? That boom, like the soundscapes she made on that album was just so sick. Like, there's a high chance we'll never see anyone like her again. Definitely, like, rest in peace to Sophie. Face Shopping, best song on the album. Veteran. Fucking fire. Like, it's like the experimentation and the production and sample choices and like everything else is just so insane to me. Mainly the sample choices, like sampling ASMR videos, like sampling like, what is that fly? Can that fly fuck off? I mean, also sampling like some other random shit. It's just so sick how it's so sick how he makes it work. And that's like the basis on how I try to approach sampling. I try to sample wherever I can. Yo, that fly's got to stop, bro. DD Form 214, my personal favorite song on that album. Like that ending bit, the you know just how it goes around. Like I love that bit down. Like that is like the perfect blend of like experimentalness, like with like the like it's like this perfect blend of like just worlds with that production. I just love it a bunch. Alright, we're approaching top 20 now. We're almost near the end. Okay. Selected Ambient Works 8592 by Aphex Twin. That album is insane. Like, definitely the basis of how I produce. Like, some of the things that Richard D. James was doing on that was wild. Like, especially with songs like Helios Fan. Hold on, could you pull up a chat list a minute? It's like Helios Fan, Pulse Width, Aegis Police. I think that's how you pronounce it, but like, yep, fire. Genuinely fire. Like, there's a reason people hold him as like one of the best electronic producers, because like it's just pockets that he goes into, man. Like, genuinely, it's just pockets that he just dives into, which I just love. Another one of my favorites of his is Come to Daddy. That one's so influential. Like, songs like "Film Is Us," obviously the title track, and yeah, my favorite track on Selected Ambient Works has got to go to. I'm gonna say. For Pulse Width. I'm saying Pulse Width. Because that is just a pure dance track in its finest. Like, Love Apex went down. Next up, Everything Based by Lil B. This album is insane, but it just works. I don't know how to articulate it, but it works. Everything that he does on this album works in one way or another. Like, he legit has a song on there covering fucking Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson, talking about how he has bitches. Like, what? Like, how do you even think of something like that? And he's literally just singing, I got bitches, yeah. Like, what? How do you even come up with something like that? Like, how do you even think of doing something like that? The man is insane and I love him for it. Like, what are we talking about? However, I will say, not my favorite on that album. My favorite on it goes to Like a Martian. That song is so insane front to back. Like, it's just a whole pocket he goes into, which I love. And that chorus, get my dick sucked in the sky, I'm a Martian. I love that song down. If I want to, like, if I just want to, like, go wild, I'll just play something off of that album. Like, I'll play, like, Rich Bitch, Wonton Soup, like, the title track. Like, I'll just play something off of that, because it's just so fire. Emotion by Carly Rae Jepsen. Fire album. Kind of a staple in how I approach pop music, because, like, the production on it is insane. Like, some of the her tone of voice again, the tone of voice thing, love that down. And that's like, it's just like such a beautiful little album. You can tell I'm kind of like running out of things to say now, and that, like, I can't be bothered, because, like, I'm slowly just like, okay, I'm a power through. I'm, like, really close to falling asleep though. Yeah, Emotion, sick. Favorite song on that, probably title track or Boy Problems. Oh, or Run Away With Me. One of the two. Free. Okay. I'm just gonna blitz through this until I get to the last two. Daytona, Pusha T, sick. Has his best raps on it. Some of the best production choices on there from Kanye on that. Favorite song is gonna go to either If You Know You Know or Infrared. SOS by SZA, fire. Tone of voice, absolutely sick. The production is also kind of wild on it. I love, like, the environment that was painted throughout the album. Favorite song on that, either Seek and Destroy or Blind. Integrity by Jamie is one of the... I did not ask you. Windows Defender Summary, I did not ask you. Integrity by Jamie is one of the best grime albums of all time, and nothing will ever change my mind about that at the moment, because like it's just grime at its top form. Like some of the actual bars in there are about the only day I don't work is the 30th of February. I don't have a boss, so nobody can tell me there's a clean up in R5 because I'll drive straight to your door and I'll spin a power drive you face to the floor. Fucking Work as a song is sick. Favorite song on here, either Pulsate or Man Don't Care. 444. It shows Jay is most like honest, and I love that. Down. Definitely my favorite Jay album ever. Production's on point. His raps are on point. Best production on the album, I think, goes to Family Feud. Love It Down. Top track's definitely my favorite. Twin Fantasy kind of like shaped how I view rock music as a whole completely. Like the riffs on it are insane. Like, so whenever I listen to a rock album, some of the things which I loved a bunch about Twin Fantasy is what I'm looking for it's what I always look for in a rock album now. Beach Life and Death is one of my favorite songs on there. Either that or Cute Thing. In the same, like how Car Seat Headrests, Twin Fantasy, shaped how I view rock music. Crossed by Justice has shaped how I view electronic music, like dance music even. Like the bass is gritty as anything. The drums are hard hitting. It's like there's like dark environment around it. I love it. Down. Favorite song on that album, either Genesis, Stress, Let There Be Light. Whatever the second track, I think it was called Let There Be Light. The second track, the yeah, fire. Saturation 1, heard that 30th of September 2023. Absolutely fire album. I think I heard it because I saw it was like, Joe, yeah, sure, why not? I was only meant to hear that first album, but I just loved it so much. I just went through the rest of their discography, and it was just so sick. Like I heard Trip on that album is such a wild song. Kevin Abstract's verse on that, I love it. Down, I love it completely. Then we have Faces. I know. I forgot to say, we're now in the top 10. Yeah, I'm blitzing through this now. I want to go to bed. Like you can tell, I am knackered, bro. My tone is going. I need a drink. Let me just have a sip of my water real quick. Okay. At 10, we have Faces by Mac Miller. This was around... I brought this up when talking about Balloonerism, but they were both made at around the same time. And, like, it shows Mac as most, like, vulnerable, it feels like. And it has this, like, perfect blend of Mac as most vulnerable, whilst also bigging himself up in some songs. And the production's absolutely on point. You hear it on songs like, you hear it with songs like Inside Outside, Friends with Schoolboy Q, Color and Shapes. Ah, my tough, the fuck? Wait a minute. Yo, I gotta get that checked out, the fuck? Okay. I'm getting sidetracked. Favorite song on Faces? Probably, yeah. It'd be Friends, wouldn't it? Missed Him Around the Big Step shows Kendrick is most honest about about how he viewed himself as a person at that time, and how he was with Whitney and everything else. Like, it just shows Kendrick at his most honest, and I love that down. Favorite track on that was gonna go to Worldwide Steppers. 454 is just Fast Track 3 is just pure ear candy. I love that shit down. Like, in terms of production, vocal tones, I love that shit to bits. Favorite song on that, either Tales of the Hood, Love Me, Hate Me, West Side Story, Numbers Game. One of those four. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye has been perceived by a bunch of people as his best, and for good reason as well, mind, because like he just goes straight into it. It's this grand world that he paints with the album. Oh, bro, this stuff's actually gonna piss me off. Huh. I don't know what's causing it. Yeah, no, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, this grand world that's painted throughout the album, absolutely fire with it as well. It's very maximalist. It's so cool. Literally yesterday I had So Appalled blaring like 10 odd times. Just because that it's just such a fire cipher. Everyone just go crazy on it. If God had an iPod, I'd be on his playlist. I don't know what Riley of Hive Mind was even on about with the whole not only am I flying, fucking not playing thing. That's a fine bar. It's cool. Runaway is obviously the best song on there. But my favourite bit isn't even the main part. It's the auto-tune bit at the end, the distorted auto-tune bit. But the last riff he does in there, that's fire. Easy. Yeah, Igor, again, like Lies of House of Balloons, one of the first albums I ever heard. It's beautiful. I remember for like a time period up until I first heard Blonde, I was doing these things with daily Igor listens every morning from like 6 to 7, around like 6 or don't say it. Any of you fuckers in the chat, don't say it. But it was around 5. I'll rephrase. Around 5 or 7 a.m. I would have at least one Igor listen before school, and that kind of made me get more familiar with the album and its world building. Yeah, it's sick. Favorite song on there, either Gone Gone / Thank You, New Magic Wand, Boy Is a Gun, or Are We Still Friends? One of those songs. Dial It, definitely Carti's best. 5th best album of all time. Like, it shows him like truly embracing his sound a bunch, like, and the people he was working with was sick too. Like, he was really out there sick, and he was just coming off the hype that was self-titled. Like, he was coming off of that hype train. So you had him doing like the New Chopper shit, the Magnolia shit, Location, Flex with Levon Kali, I think that's how you pronounce it. but he was coming off all that, and then he dropped that. Fire, love it. Favorite song on it, Foreign. Some rap songs at the moment one of my favorite hip hop albums of all time. The raps on it are on point. The production's on point. The lyrical content is so depressing at times. It's just such a beautiful album. My favorite song on there would either be Cold Summers, As a Car, or On the Way with Standing on the Corner. Vanisher paints these like beautiful. It shows Quadeca as most ambitious. I think he said that himself, but like he's definitely at his most ambitious here in terms of like soundscapes and whatnot. And that is just so fire to me. Like, Casper is such an insane song, by the way. Bro, my first reaction to that was so unreal. I was just there like, what the fuck? How can one make music like that? Like, what in the living fuck? That's music that someone can actually make? I think to myself, because like, what the fuck? That was just so unreal for me, that first listen. So, my favourite song is either that, Foregone, Monday, or Waging War. Now, I'm going to talk about these two albums as a joint spot. Blonde by Frank Ocean and How I'm Feeling Now by Charlie XCX. Both these albums are so impactful to me in my personal life because, like, now, for people that don't know, or are just lyrically illiterate in lyrically, even though it's kind of spelled out, in case it wasn't obvious, I like men, gay as fuck. So, yeah, no. So, I was struggling with actually coming to terms with it. 2023. So Blonde was like the soundtrack for me actually getting accustomed to the fact that I am that. And then and How I'm Feeling Now is like the soundtrack to me embracing it. Embracing my identity and being like, yo, go nuts with it. Like, go absolutely crazy with it. Just fuck around. Just be yourself and fuck around with it. Like, and that's why I love those two albums down, because they've just played such a huge part in my life. And I love that so much. And also the music's just so good. Like, the production on both of them is just so insane. Like Blonde is these like ambient soundscapes with like beautiful chords. Well, How I'm Feeling Now is some of the most crazy pop music like, ever. Favorite songs of both of those: Blonde, Ivy, or White Ferrari. How I'm Feeling Now, best song on that. No contest, no competition. Most played song of all times. It's Anthems. And I'm gonna say it again. Anthems. Track 10 on that album. Before Visions, After Party for You. 2 minutes 51 seconds, I think. Let me double check. I was 1 second off. But either way, fire album. Fire. All these albums here are fire. I'm wrapping up the stream now. I am fucking tired as shit. I need sleep. So, I hope you guys had fun with my ramble. New music will be soon. I Love You, the album, not coming out this year. I don't know if I already said it in this stream, but I'm saying it now. I Love You, the album, not coming out this year. I'll let you know when it's coming out. A bunch of new music soon. Stay prepared for that. I'm tired, bro. Good. Wait. How do I get rid of photos? Good.